Yeah, clean up every now and then, right? All right. Well, that was a lot of fun, man. I tell you, it's been they've been playing football here a long time, and to be 12-0 is really special. Unbelievable accomplishment by our team, and then obviously to do something that not many people in this room have seen in our lifetime, and that's to win 5 in a row in your state championships. That's a rare thing, and it's been 78 years since we've done that here at Clemson, and so really proud of our guys. I mean, just an awesome environment. I'm happy for our fans. I know what this one means to everybody, and so I'm really happy for our fans, and I appreciate the environment that we had out there tonight. It was awesome. It was just a great, fun environment, and but just a amazing performance offensively. You know, last week we stunk it up in the first half. Poor on third down. We just we got a little cough syrup shoved down our throat, and but I tell you, we picked up in the second half, and we carried it right into this week, and just unbelievable. One of the best games I've ever been around offensively. 744 yards, and really left some on the table. But we threw and caught the ball like we're capable of. I thought Trevor was he was amazing, and so was Renfro. Renfro just, I mean, wow. That's all I can say. I mean, he just, first of all, the throw on that one play, third down, I mean, the guy, he was covered. I mean, there really wasn't a clear throwing path, but Trevor just ripped it, and Renfro went and got it and made just an incredible catch. And he's just so much fun to watch. I mean, you talk about a special young man, a special player, but to see Trevor go out and play like he did tonight in his first state championship game, and in that arena, on that stage, he was awesome. I mean, just awesome. Made plays with his legs. And, again, I thought all of our receivers made a bunch of plays. T was amazing. T had some just incredible plays. Justin Ross, Amari had some nice plays, DK. But the ability to have the balance and to be able to run the football that way, I thought our offensive line, and we had three drives of 95 yards or longer. That's never happened in our school history. Three drives of 95 yards or more for touchdowns, that's tough sledding, and we were able to just have some huge third down conversions, but just being able to run the football. Travis set the school record for touchdowns in a season tonight. Really happy for him, and we set the all-time single-season rushing touchdown record tonight. I think we got 42 rushing touchdowns. Is that right, Ross? So that's a season record. We've had some pretty good offenses around here. But I thought all the backs were special tonight. I thought Feaster he was great, and Adam Choice, man, what a night Adam Choice had. Hat trick, 3 touchdowns, and but 7 rushing touchdowns in the game, and no sacks. So we've had 1 sack in 5 games, the last 5 games, and so I want to give a big shout out to our offensive line. They've done an amazing job. And, again, Trevor has just settled in with our protections and again, making plays with his legs when he needs to. So just a huge, huge night. And then defensively, kind of the reverse of last week. You know, they got a big old dose of Robitussin, down their throat tonight. That's not going to taste good when we watch it tomorrow. That's for sure. That's about as bad a performance on the back end that we've ever had since I've been the head coach. So give them a lot of credit, though. I thought their team offensively, I thought they had a great plan. They spread us out. They had some funky stuff, man. They're getting in a bunch of what we call ninja formation and linemen out and spreading us out, and we're taking a lot of our pressure away. And then we didn't line up very well consistently. We had a bunch of busts. Like I said, just uncontested throws, a bunch. And so we got to get that fixed. But you win by 3 touchdowns against your rival, that's a good day. And you had all those type of mistakes. So we got a lot. They couldn't run the ball very well. We felt like we could win that pretty. We were pretty sure about that coming in, but did not see that coming tonight in the passing game. But at the end of the day, again, you win by 3 touchdowns, and you come out of it with a lot to correct. I think that'll make us better for the postseason. I don't have any doubt these guys will be kind of like our offense was this week to get back to work. Our defensive guys will be eager to get back to work and correct it. We're better than that, but man, give them a lot of credit. I thought Bentley played a great game. I tell you that number one, as I said all week, he's a great football player. 13 for them, made some great plays. I mean, they did a heck of a job of just staying in the game and giving their team a chance. But at the end of the day, we were just too strong on offense, and just really did a good job taking care of the ball and doing what we needed to do. So a lot of good things. So we'll enjoy this one tonight and get ready for next week. This is another opportunity to make some history. 4 ACCs in a row, that hasn't been done. And ironically, we get to play Pitt. And that's these seniors. These seniors, they got their 52nd win today, and a 53rd win is the most in college football history. And ironically, they got a chance, if they can win the game, to get it against the one team that beat them here at home in their last ever ACC matchup. So we'll be eager to get back to work on Monday. The players, we'll get back in here tomorrow as a staff and get started on our plan. We're excited about representing the Atlantic in the ACC championship, and a great night in Charlotte. So I know we'll have a great crowd up there, and again trying to win our 18th title and get back to the playoff. We all know what's at stake. So we've got to. And again, the good news is we haven't played our best game. We haven't even come close to playing our best game. We've got a lot that we can continue to improve on, and we'll do just that. But proud of our team, proud of our staff, and just amazing accomplishment what this team has been able to do. Any questions?
Coach Trevor Lawrence just continues to break records as a freshman, setting the all-time Clemson record for passing yards against the Gamecocks. How special is that?
Yeah, I didn't know that. So that's the all-time record. Yeah, he's. They might have set a record too. I don't know what the other side was. It might have been 2 records tonight. Was it 2 records?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So good thing he had that night. It was a great night. I mean, he's amazing. I mean, he's an amazing talent. That's why he's our starting quarterback. I mean, he's just special, and unbelievable poise, great demeanor. Is really settled in, like I said, in making plays with his legs. But his ability to attack every patch of grass on the football field creates some problems for people. When you can run the ball and you got guys outside that can stretch the field, and he processes everything. He for a young guy to really have the command, it's fun to watch. I mean, it's special. That first touchdown he threw to T. Higgins, wow. I mean, that was an absolute rocket. And, he's just going to get better. He's just going to get better. He's not going to get worse, that's for sure.
How difficult is it to balance the positivity offensively with what you guys went through defensively?
We won the game. That's the objective, I mean, we're 12-0. We won by 3 touchdowns. So, it doesn't matter. Every single game that we play, we always got stuff to correct every week. But for us, we worry about that tomorrow. Tonight is about celebrating the objective. That's to win the game. We scored 56 points. And like I said, you win your state championship by 3 touchdowns. It's all good, man. It's all good. And even the mistakes that you have to correct, it gives us an opportunity to get better. So we've not coached a perfect game. We haven't played a perfect game. But we keep striving for that, and we'll keep working. But it's not hard to bounce that at all. We won. I don't care if we win 65-64. If we win 2-0, it's a W. And they're all the same. You don't get an extra win because you won by 3 touchdowns, and you don't get minus a 1 because you only won by 2 points or whatever. They all count the same.
How much were the
defensive problems where the safeties just not getting lined up?
Well, we're going to watch the tape tomorrow, but, yeah, we just misaligned a bunch. And some of it was formation. They did a bunch of some unique formationing things, especially with what we call that ninja package, and which really, kind of confused us in a lot of ways. But and then we didn't do some of the basic things right either. So, we'll go to work tomorrow. We'll correct it, and we'll get better. We'll get better.
Was Kayvon, was he healthy or?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with him. Why?
There were some stretches where he didn't play, and I was just curious.
No, he played bad.
Yeah.
We took him out.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, you got to play well. Yeah, you can't just go out there and stink it up and get to stay in the game. It don't work that way. You got to play well. So thought Denzel came in and did a heck of a job. He did a nice job, especially on that. We had 2 goal line stands, and Denzel had a nice play. But yeah, I mean, we just, Kayvon's not going to be real happy with that tape.
Coach, two straight games without a turnover. How nice was it to see J.D. Davis come up with his first career interception in his last game in Death Valley?
Yeah, it was awesome. Was that his first one? I didn't know. I thought he had one other one somewhere, but that was awesome. Big play. We didn't capitalize. We had Maury called for the push off, and then we dropped the touchdown, and then we missed the field goal. So we didn't get the points off of it, but we got time and possession and all that stuff, and some field position. But that was a great play by JD. Trey was sore. Trey's ankle wasn't quite. He just didn't feel confident to be able to do what he needed to do. So we went with JD, and thought JD did a good job.
Yeah, but do you think Christian Wilkins deserves serious Heisman consideration? Seriously, and what did you say to him when he did the pose thing and got the penalty?
Oh, I said he'll never run the football again if he ever does that again. I took him out. I took him off of kickoff or field goal team because, that's selfish. And I told him don't forget who he is and what he represents. It was disappointing. You're kicking the ball from the 20 against an offense that we really hadn't done a good job of stopping, and now you're going to give him great field position. So that was poor decision on his part. But a great run, a heck of a run. But he needs to, understand that he sets the example for everybody. And we don't do that. It's not what we do. That was a foolish penalty. Shouldn't have happened. And, so he apologized and moved on.
First part of the question,
What was the first part? Oh, Heisman?
Yeah.
Come on. They ain't going to give him the Heisman. I think he's a great football player, but ain't nobody going to give a D-tackle the Heisman. It's great to talk about, but I think he's as good a football player as there is in the country. If that's what you're asking me, but he plays D-tackle. When's the last time a D-tackle won the Heisman? Never. Yeah. Where's Tim Murray when you need him? He probably doesn't have the Heisman history, but I think he's as good a player as there is in the country. But whether or not people would vote for him the Heisman, I doubt it. Deshaun Watson don't win the Heisman. Christian Wilkins ain't gonna win it. Come on, Sean should have won it twice.
This team's changed so much from week 1 to now. Just what is the growth of this group been like to be 12-0 and be where they are, but still have a high ceiling ahead of them?
Yeah, just focused. They've stayed focused. That's hard. It is hard. You're dealing with young people, and for them to just stay locked in and just fixed on what's directly in front of them, week in and week out, regardless of the opponent, regardless of where you're playing, regardless of all these things. That's hard. And so just their overall maturity. We've got a lot of young players that have gotten a lot of experience this season. We're a much more seasoned team than we were when we started this season. We've gotten, our veteran guys have done a great job, but just, guys like Xavier Thomas, guys like Justin Foster, Lynn J., Justin Ross, all these guys back in the beginning of the year were just kind of, coming on. Trevor. So now we're just a much more seasoned, experienced team that has had some adversity along the way. It's not like we haven't had to overcome some challenges along the way, because we have. This team's had some challenges. Obviously, we had drama with the quarterback. We had a former player pass away. We've had some things, but this team is very close, very, very close. and that doesn't just happen. So from where we were when we started the season to where we are right now, it's a team that has really matured, but definitely has not played its best game.
Yeah, with 351 rushing yards, Travis with a season high 28 attempts. What can you say about Travis and his season?
Yeah, it's amazing. He kind of quietly does it too. I mean, you think back to Spiller. Spiller was just wow, all the time, and for him to break the record for touchdowns in a season, and he's had a lot of games where he hasn't played a lot in the second half, or he's had some games where he's only had maybe 10 touches or something. So he's been unbelievably productive. I don't know what his total. What was his total tonight?
28 for 150.
Yeah, I mean he's just been unbelievably productive per carry. When you look at his touchdown production and again just his yards per play, it's amazing. But he's become a leader for us and a guy we trust. He's a very complete player, and we just have a really good combination. I thought Feaster was awesome tonight. It was good to see him kind of with the juice, and he made a down there on the goal line on that one run, and I hadn't seen that as much from him, and so that really sets up well for us going into the postseason. We can have all three of those guys, confident and really running like that and confident with our guys up front. We'll have a chance to have a strong finish.
I think Brent said at various points in the season that Kayvon's maturity and preparation probably needed to improve some. Is that kind of where his performance come from?
Yeah, probably. Like I said, he's a competitor and he's a very good player. He's a very good football player, but he had a bad night. And as a competitor, he'll respond.
Have there been any teams that have tried to execute game plans similar to what South Carolina tried to do on offense earlier in the year, or is this the first y'all kind of seen what they tried to do?
No, we hadn't seen many offensive linemen split out there as wideouts. We hadn't seen many of those formations. Really, like I said, positioning took us out to where it kind of negated some of our pressure. And then they made some plays, made some big plays. It's a good job.
Any chance you got an update on John Simpson?
Oh, he's fine. He came back. He was fine.
Coach, do you have thoughts about going for a fourth consecutive ACC championship on the 10-year anniversary of your being named head coach here?
Is that right? Is that December 1st? December 1st. Who would have thunk it? Man, who would have thunk it? I didn't know that. That's awesome. So that's December 1. Wow. Well, I'm that's pretty cool. But I'm more excited about being able to go for our fourth in a row. I mean, I just think that's amazing. It's amazing, and for these seniors to say they came to Clemson and went 27-1 at home and 19-1 on the road and won 4 straight ACC championships and went to 4 playoffs. I mean, that's unbelievable. It really is, and the credit goes to the players. I mean, they got to get it done. They've got to buy in. They got to put the work in. They have to make the sacrifice and the preparation and the leadership and just all that stuff. And these guys have done that. But that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
The fact that you're playing your fourth different coastal opponent in the ACC championship game is just illustrative of how consistent your program has been.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can't speak to the other programs, but for us, I mean, that's kind of what our goal was, going all the way back, was to just build a consistent program. And we've been able to do that. I go all the way back to 11. Like I said, we won the first 10 game win season, and we won our first league championship, and it was like, it was great, but my message to the team, let's just kind of keep our head down, guys. Let's see if we can go get 3, 4, 5, 10-win seasons in a row. We need to become – nobody's going to consider you to be great at anything if you're not consistent. Greatness comes from consistency and longevity, doing it over a long period of time. So I think that I think we're a great program, And I think we've earned that through consistency, because it's earned. Nobody's going to give you that. You got to earn that. And we've done that with a bunch of different players and a bunch of different coaches and so forth. So that is what I'm most proud of, is the consistency that we've had, not just on the field but off the field. I mean, we've been top 10 academically 7 out of the last 8 years. Us, Duke, Northwestern, and Stanford. So not just on the field. It's not just winning; it's how you win. And so the consistency is special, and hopefully it's something that we can continue to do.
On that last offensive drive, was that thought to sitting on it, or as opposed to running it in for a touchdown?
Well, we just handed it off, and I mean, I can't help they didn't tackle them. I mean, we just handed the ball off right up the middle, and so we were just playing ball.
Can you educate us on disconcerting signals, what that is?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was. We make a lot of calls defensively, and move calls and things like that, and guys stem from one front to another, from one gap to another gap, and all that. And that's normal defensive football. But Cleveland did a monkey roll, a butt roll, and he don't need to do that. And that's what they called. I thought it was a little silly to make that call. I mean, it wasn't. Just go over and tell him, hey, don't be rolling when you move, just move. But he nobody's ever told us that's a rule. He made them. He moved. He just did a seat roll. First time we've ever had that call, but great opportunity for Cleveland to learn. Don't. We call it monkey rolls. Don't monkey roll. Don't do it. Just move. That's what I told him. I was like, what are y'all calling? We stemmed. And he said, that's what he said. He said, well, your defensive end rolled outside. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll buy that one. Yeah. Can't do that.
Anybody else? All right.
All right. Thank